Welcome to the Workhates podcast. I'm Bron Lewis. This is Brady Blake. Everyone has a nightmare work story, whether it is a shitty boss, an awful workplace, or an insufferable colleague. And if you've had none of those things, chances are you're the problem.
You are the problem. Today we are joined by a comedian, singer, an absolute sex machine, Oliver Clark.
There it is. I loved it. I loved every word. I wasn't sure what was going to come out, but it just kept escalating.
Because you guys wouldn't have seen this, but Brett took some time. We could not start the pod until he got that intro in his head. He's like, I don't want to stuff this one up, because usually he delivers something. It's embarrassing.
Great. But it didn't take too long. That was quick off the cuff.
You need to stand up for it.
As soon as I see you, I'm like, this guy's a fucking hip throster. You know what I mean? He's a fuck machine.
I just saw a comment on one of my posts saying, no one can tame the OC. no lady could tame the OC. I was like, well, great.
There is one, and she's beautiful, and we love her.
And she's gorgeous. Oh, my goodness.
And this is your partner.
My gorgeous partner, Kelly.
Oh, Kelly. Oh, yes, I know Kelly.
She's so lovely.
She is lovely.
We just spent a beautiful weekend together away, and we also did Hawaii together.
We did Hawaii together. Not just the three of us. There was a lot more than just us.
No. It was just three of us.
Although I wish it was just us three.
Oliver Clark,
I reckon for a week.
When you do something like go to a party or on a TV show or at a festival, a clip will come out of you that will just circulate and circulate and circulate for what feels like months.
Too long.
Far out. Did anything else happen at that wedding? Or was it just Oliver Clark? It wasn't even your wedding.
No.
It's my favourite story in the whole world. Can I share it with the listeners, please? And I may have added some ham to the story. I may have added a bit of ketchup, but that's the Brady Blake story for you.
I love it.
So we're in Hawaii. I'll set the scene. Hawaii. Me and Oliver Clark. Ooh. Kelly having a wild threesome.
It's like I'm already there.
God, I'm painting such a vivid picture.
Yes, very good.
So we're at Goldstein's wedding. We go to like this tiki bar. There's a band on. We've all got leis on. We got Hawaiian shirts on. We're drunk. We're drinking out of pineapple. The band's playing. The band are a 5 out of 10.
Oh, and you guys looked great though. Yeah, I love that you painted like a catalog, a Lowe's catalog, and you're like, but the music wasn't very good. It's like you guys.
I'm glad. Geez, Clock, I was wearing a Lowe's shirt, and I hear you, and I appreciate that because it was actually $12 of heaven. Thank you.
I think like
flammable heaven.
Yeah, it was. Dude, it was.
Oh my God!
I mean, I just happened to bring one with me for some weird reason. This is not Lowe's. That is Blue Hawaii, which is it's my drink of choice. It's my usual.
It's very nice.
But isn't that great?
This was not what you wore to Mike Goldstein's wedding.
It would have been one I brought, and I definitely wore one. Hang on. No, I wore it then.
Sorry, can I just as well? Big fan.
Sorry, would you like a sniff?
Come on, Bron, we've all done it.
Oh my God.
She's got nits, don't give it to her.
No, I'll contaminate anything.
So we go to this beautiful tiki bar, the band's on, and I think what's happened, someone goes up to the band and going like, hey, our friend's like a really good singer. And this must happen all the time. And they're like, yeah that's not happening. And I think we all chucked in some money. Yes. And we went up to the band and we're like, say, here's $100, $200. Hey, can our mate have one song with the band? And the lead singer's like, yeah, dude, I need to do a shit or a piss. Yeah.
Please.
And then we beg Oliver to do it, which didn't take much begging, I'll be honest.
Did not take much convincing.
Was it your $200?
No, I think they rallied round. Well, maybe they got it out of the tip jar from the bar. We just gave it to her. But, I pretend to fake. Not wanting to sing, but I'll sing at the drop of a hat.
Well, like, I wonder if Oliver was singing. He's in the corner like, me, 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 me. So we give the guy $200. He's like, yeah, whatever. Then OC, the lead singer disappears. OC goes on. He's talking to the band. We're like, what the fuck's going to happen? And then all of a sudden, OC, can you take it away and give us a little example of the song you sang?
So we all love a bit of Neil Diamond.
Correct. Yes, that's true.
Exactly. Especially around this time because that new film's come out.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, no one.
Big Neil Diamond fan. I'm like,
we'll get tickets. We'll see it tomorrow because you want to see it so much.
Anyway, so we did. Again to Neil Diamond.
Sweet Caroline was the song of choice. Because I know it always goes down.
Yes.
And people can sing along with it and they add their own little bit
Even
as well.
people who say, I don't really like that song, they love that song. In the
love it.
moment.
As soon as you hear that, ba, ba, ba.
Yeah, and you can't help yourself.
Dun, 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 dun. And if you blew Hawaii's deep, you're going to want to sing, So, and I was. So I got straight up there and caused a ruckus on stage. It was going off in the club. It was amazing.
People having meals, people were stopping eating, and it's like,
Yes.
You can't
can
eat
you
when
give
I'm
me
singing?
I'm sorry to put you under the pump. Can you give us a little example of your pipes? Because they're so good.
Sorry, Oliver.
That song, a little bit. You don't have to.
All right, now we can do it. Here we go. 1, 2. Whoa, sweet Caroline. Da, da, da. Good times. There we go.
Yes!
But dude, he went through the song, and I don't think I've ever had so much serotonin in my brain. I've never been happier. Everyone in the restaurant's like, what the fuck? The band guy's like, oh, I've lost my job now, have I?
Yes.
Everyone's
You have,
up,
mate.
we're filming, we're on tables, we're doing shots. I'm like, it was the best moment of my life. And then we had Mike Goldstein's wedding the next day, but everyone was still just
So
talking
it wasn't
about...
even the wedding.
No.
Oh, the wedding was fine. It was great.
So this is just
That was
at
the
a
introduction
restaurant.
drinks.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Hence the lays, just welcoming.
Okay. Oh, sure.
And we ended up at this bar. That's,
And the second highlight of the weekend was the wedding.
And
Number
then-
1 went out to OC that night. That's all we were talking about for days. Shannon looked beautiful. Goldstein, you look great as well. It was magical. It was at the Jurassic Park thing.
His speech was very funny too.
Oh, it was very funny.
Spot on.
Was it?
It was
I
very
bet
funny.
It was good.
He's so good. Anyway, but
He's
Did
annoyingly
you perform
funny.
Did you perform at the wedding as well?
well, they asked me and I said I simply can't. But I really could.
And did
then,
you?
Yeah, and then I think it was definitely the request was asked to someone and the response was just one. Just one song, which is completely
You said that
fair.
or they said that?
No, they
Oh,
said
the
that,
band.
which was fair enough. Anyway.
Oh, the band are like,
What did you
until.
use?
So it was a DJ, so there was no band, so we just put on a track and I sung along with it, which
What
was
was it?
Sex Bomb.
Fuck yeah. That's perfect.
The Peppermint remix version, though, which is a bit more upbeat. Which is
You
my
are
preference.
my modern day funny Tom Jones. So every time I hear you sing Tom Jones, I'm so happy.
I love it too. It's just to wrap your chops around a big beefy song like that.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, very good.
And when you can move as well, just
Do you still do Spleen? Because I know that you had a residency
did indeed at the club.
at Spleen,
Yeah.
and was it like 11 p.m. every
It was
Wednesday?
11 p.m. every Wednesday for about
Yes.
a year and a half, and then
Oh, you're not doing it anymore.
no, I'm doing it once a month on a Saturday.
Great.
Special
Oh.
midnight show.
If
Great.
you're in
Special.
Melbourne or come to Melbourne, it's my favourite thing in the world. I've been to shows. I mean, I'm a super fan. I've been watching you for even before I even
You are the
started
best.
doing
I love
comedy.
you.
But I fucked up one night and I was like, you know what? I'm just going to go have a beer in Spleen, do some comedy writing. I had a shit gig. And then I walk in and I can hear like OC warming up background. I was like, what's going on? They go, it's a late night OC show. I was like, threw the notepad, went and got 2 margaritas, front row. It was me, 3 old ducks. It was the best show I've ever seen. And there was 8 of us in the room. He was calling back to the chef. He's like, keep it down back there. And there's no one back there. He's like, hit it, Sammy. And there's like no one at all there.
It was so loud making the jaffles. I mean, it's my band as well. Like they double as on sax and makes the jaffles. He's great.
Was it the Spleen Resort Bar and Casino?
That's right.
Yeah, that's
It's
what he calls it.
Yeah.
Welcome. And then there was like a table of 4 old ladies confused. But then half an hour into it, they're throwing their panties at him. People are coming out of nowhere like, what the fuck is going on? I'm like, to me, which I've said to you is like, I'm so excited that you're on the Sampang tonight because you're a fucking national treasure, and it's about time you've been exposed to the rest of Australia that I've seen. Because I'm like, you kill me. I love you
This
so
guy
much.
spooks me so much, and I love it so much. But it's so nice.
Yeah,
so
but
nice.
it's not just Brett. I reckon you're the comedian's comedian.
We love you.
Okay, well, that's nice.
You are like
You
you're
can put
the
you
person-
anywhere. It's just great.
Yeah, that's nice to know. I want to bring a good time. That's my credo. Is like it's just about bringing a good time.
And you do.
Hence me not being sentimental and
Yeah.
I just
Why are we talking
I want to
about
be the
someone
other
dead?
person that doesn't do that.
Yeah.
Anyway, but I love singing as well. So even if there's no one there, which sometimes there was at 11 p.m. on a Wednesday, it'll be an empty club sometimes. But I just
Why
go
did
for it.
Did you just say I'd like to come do this every night of the week? What is the time that you would offer me? Did you say my perfect time, the time for me, the time my fans are out is 11 p.m. on a Wednesday.
It's
gotta be
I said
awful.
I'd love to do a show here doing all my original songs available on Spotify.
Yes,
and
they
Shazam
are.
and all the awful streaming services. And
Because you got Oliver Club. You also got another guy you play.
oh, the Jon Cox.
The
Is that
Jon
what you
Cox
mean?
album, which I went to, which is great.
It's kind of like a blues rock. So
Yeah.
it's just different, but it's genuine music.
Yeah, I love both.
Anyway,
I love both.
but so I went to them and said, "Hey, I need to learn my original songs better because once you record them, if you're not doing them, you don't know."
Yeah.
So I want to learn. So I said, "I want to do a show here. What do you think?" They're like, "Great." We tried 8 o'clock. Didn't literally. There was a handful of people.
Yep.
Let's try later because it's a hospitality bar. So people after hospo shifts will come there and drink.
Yeah.
And it just worked. They all came and I started building a little group of,
nice.
regulars and they all sing along to my songs now. It's insane.
Oh,
I
so
love
11
it.
p.m. was the time that was most
It
people
worked
there.
really well. Yeah.
Right.
And now I do the 12 o'clock because 11 is still a bit early for hospo people,
Yeah.
right? So 12 is the real good
So
time.
does that mean do you sleep before you go to work?
It's really annoying
Yeah,
having to
it's a
fill that
real-
time. So it's better if there's something to do.
yeah,
If
like
I'm
a
just,
dinner.
having dinner and then like waiting for another 3 hours.
4 hours.
Dude, it's a tough slog because I'm getting sleepy by that point.
Sure, yeah.
And on a
that's
Wednesday,
it's the
I
morning.
was doing the 11. I was saying goodnight to Kel, tucking her in,
Yeah,
I always
you
give her a
got it.
turn down service. You got
Mint on the pillow.
You got it.
You got it.
You got it.
I only found out about what a turn down service really was last year, and I've started turning down everything. It's amazing. Like, do you know how much better everything is when you turn it down?
Yes.
Like, apart from my voice, of course.
Or comedy.
Or comedy. But and so the 12 now 11 every Wednesday was too much by a year and a half. I was like, okay, I think I know my songs pretty well by now.
Yeah.
Maybe we can just scale it back. So I still want to do it, but once a month works great.
Yes,
Yeah.
okay. All right, so once a month, it's 11 p.m.
12, special midnight show.
It is 12 p.m. 12
Dude.
a.m.
12 a.m.
So
It's pretty
insane.
nuts, yeah.
But people come.
People come, and it's a great time. And I get
Yes.
home 1:32, and
It's such
I
a good
sweat
vibe.
this suit through. Like it is. I'm working hard. As I was going to say, like if there's a handful of people there, I will work just as hard as if there's.
Yeah. And I love that. Do you know who? We've had her on before. I'm not sure if you're familiar with her. There's a comedian called Kate Dolan.
Right.
And
Yes.
she is a
Wife.
She is a wife. See,
She's
when
a
I talk
wife.
about I get nervous about his intros to people. So we have this like absolute powerhouse. This like one of those incredible comedians. So wacky, gives it 150% at every single show.
You'd love her.
Bro. She is so incredible. And Brett's introduction to her was like comedian, like British person, wife, and I'm almost killed down.
British person.
Yeah, like I can't even remember, but wife was up there.
Doesn't have knits.
She
Bron
should be
told
so
me
lucky.
two facts about it before he got there. Was one, she recently got married, and two, her mum had died that week or 2 weeks before or something. And I was like,
can't leave with
don't say dead mum, don't say dead mum. And I was like, wife. And I was like, and
was
I could just
bad.
see Bron just like,
I was like,
like the T1000. I'm like, lock and loading on me. She threw me through a wall. It was crazy.
Kate, who is like this powerhouse feminist, was like, What? What did you say? Anyway, I've
That's
I've
great.
brought it up every single episode since.
Beautiful.
But Kate Dolan, she is someone who who gives it everything. It
Yes.
doesn't matter the size of the crowd, and I can attest to that because I went to her show in the festival last year, and I was one of I think 5 people,
Right.
and one of those people was like a 3-month-old baby,
Oh, boy.
and it was at it was like 9:30 at night. And it was this tiny little room underneath some stairs.
3-year-old must be a
And-
super fan. Be up
Yeah,
at 9:30.
I know. It's really bad parenting.
I've got to get my Kate in.
And then she kind of came out and said to the tiny audience, because I didn't realize how uncomfortable we were. Like you don't know how
Yeah.
you feel.
Yes.
You're just like, okay, something doesn't feel right. I'm a bit nervous. Maybe I feel like this at every show. Maybe I'm just a bit nervous. But you just feel really exposed.
Yeah.
In a small room where they can see you and you're one of such few people.
Yeah.
And she said, now I just want to address the elephant in the room. It is a small crowd, a lovely small crowd. This will not, this hasn't upset me. I love that you've come. I love this show so much. I will give this show just as much energy as I would if I were in an arena. So if you don't find a joke funny, don't laugh. Like that's not your job. You don't have to carry the show. I carry the show. I love this show. Relax, have a nice time. And as soon as she said it,
Mm-hmm.
I like everything in my whole body relaxed. Like I
Yeah.
unclenched my teeth because I was bracing myself for an hour of
having
laughing
to
like
pay-
this.
It's
Yeah.
exhausting.
And so
Yeah.
just her saying that, I was like, oh, thank God. And I laughed at most jokes anyway because she's hilarious. But the points where I was like, just need a break, or I'd zoned out for a second, or I hadn't caught the end of it, which you do an hour, that focus is
Yeah.
too hard.
It's really hard, but it's awful when you do that downtime and then they make eye contact as you've just done it. And they're like,
Yeah.
oh, they think it's not fun.
Yeah.
But I'm absolutely on board with her because what I'll preface is well with the spleen shows. I'm like, hey, I'm going to, you keep doing what you do, talk amongst yourselves, just have a great time. I'm going to sing at you for the next hour and a
Yeah.
bit.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Nice.
Because I just enjoy it.
Yeah.
And sometimes when you're up there and you're a bit tired and you go, oh, the crowd's maybe not responding, I literally just go within even more and just go,
Yeah.
what do I need to do? What am I going to
What am I
find
here
enjoyable?
for? Nice.
Yeah. More thrusting is normally the ticket.
But that's my favorite thing is like there could be 3,000 people in
Yeah.
your room, or they're like same with
Yeah,
Kate,
5.
or there could be 5.
Yeah.
It's the same show, and
Yeah.
I've loved it when there's 1,000 people there, and I've loved it when there's 20 people there. It's the same thing for me.
It was funny at Woodford because I didn't get a great big crowd, and it wasn't a massive venue either. It must have been like a 200-seater, if that maybe.
But you're at the worst time as well.
Worst time as well.
Like
Yes.
11.
It was 11:30.
And all
Yeah.
the crusties go to bed. All the young kids went to the main stage to watch some cool young
So we're
acts.
talking about the Woodford Folk Festival.
Yes,
that
we were
you
just
guys
at-
just went
yeah.
to.
Yeah.
It's a week-long festival, Woodford up in Queensland.
Yes.
The weather was lovely. You guys had not done it before, is this
No,
right?
it's our
Correct?
first time
Yeah,
doing
first
Woodford
time.
Folk Festival.
And I didn't know it was a whole month. Harley Breen, who runs the comedy section of the festival,
He's-
he's so invested. Like he is so invested in that festival.
10 years I think he's been doing
it's
it
like
straight.
part of his identity now.
Yeah.
He loves it. He's asked me to do it before, and I'm like, it's at a weird time because it's like right after Christmas.
And you got 3 young kids as well,
so
you know
he was
what I
like,
mean?
you
Like-
can bring the kids. I'm like, oh, I don't think we're that kind of family. Like, I think we'd be
Yeah.
like, "Ugh."
Being there, I don't think your kids would have loved 5 days of that.
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't.
Maybe one
I
night.
wouldn't have loved 5 days.
Yeah.
But you guys went along, and
Yeah.
this is like, it's kind of like I would say, and I've never been, it's somewhere in between Meredith and a bush doof.
Yeah,
that correct?
I would say it's more
Meredith leaning,
more
I'd say.
Meredith, but
Yeah.
even higher. So
Yeah.
full hippie,
Yes.
dreadlocks, tea ceremonies, people
Well,
like.
yeah, this is what I mean by bush
No one.
doof.
I didn't see anyone walking around on their phone really, or videoing.
You're
or
right, not
everyone.
much, yeah.
Everyone was very present.
Present.
During
Whoa.
shows, I saw a lot of videoing.
Yeah, but
Okay.
not like people
Yeah.
texting or like
No,
that.
no,
like
definitely
would.
if you were above a certain age, you would not have your phone out. Younger people would.
What,
It sounds like a very wholesome festival.
Yeah.
So the reason why I bring that up was just to give a bit of context. Now, you were telling a story. I'm so sorry.
No, that's good that you did, because I forgot we talked about that in the
Patreon.
lovely Patreon app, which we do after this.
We do after
yeah,
this.
yeah, which we did. No, it's before.
We're
And
quantum
I
leaping,
read a very weird
to a
story
different-
in there that someone sent me. So jump on in.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
fucking batshit crazy.
Yeah, it does.
That's okay.
Oh, so yes, did my show there, 11:30 at night. It was a tough slog, but
Well,
once
that's
again,
half an hour earlier than you used to.
I know. And the
They don't
hospital
like
crowd
you.
didn't come.
They're like, Oliver, we're driving from Melbourne. Hang on, brother.
We just shut up shop.
Just
I think like Briggs was on at the same time as you or something crazy.
Some big act was for sure. But anyway,
Yeah.
so I just went hard and it was so much fun. But also there was one song where I went, it's a slower song and it's hard to be as dynamic in those slower ones. Don't do many because I know it's harder to get the crowd with the slow ones. But so I just decided to start shaking everybody's hand.
Perfect.
And at the end, I got to everybody. Like even I
Wow.
think there was a couple that were outside who were not really watching, but I got to them. So thanks for coming. And then got back on stage and I went, I guarantee whatever act you see this festival, no one else is going to shake everybody's hands. Because they couldn't, because there'll be too many people.
It's impossible.
But my show, not that many people can get around.
I was dying. I was front row. Harley Breen's oldest son, Leonard, who's like 15, he's a super fan as well. He rocked up in your merch with his blue suit shirt on.
wow.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
So crazy. I didn't even know he had one. I don't know where they got that
I
from.
didn't even know where he got it from either. There's also footage of him. Did you see that viral footage of Harley's son going around? So it's Harley's son grabs Costa,
Costa, yeah.
the guy from Gardening Australia, puts him on the shoulder and is dancing with Costa in the air. And he's like 15, and he told us the next day, he goes, I put Costa up on my shoulders. And we're like, oh, yeah, okay, sure, that happened
Yeah.
or whatever. Looked at the footage.
Amazing.
He fucking did.
Yeah.
Dude. They were having a great
And
time.
he looked like, he was like, what's the big deal? What's everyone looking at us for?
got
It's
that
like,
look.
you've got, He's such a cool kid,
Yeah.
isn't he?
Mm.
God,
Oh,
imagine
yeah.
being that cool at 15.
I know.
Dude, he rides dirt bikes as well. We're hanging out. He's
So
moving to Melbourne.
You can't hang out with 15-year-old Brett. I don't want to
No.
explain why.
Well,
you just can't.
his dad's asked me to as well because he's in Queensland as well. So there's a few of us guys getting around to take him
Right.
out and stuff. Me,
Which
Wade,
is actually
it's
probably better
really nice.
that he's dirt biking with people who can help out if shit goes wrong.
Yeah. I
Right.
think it's to give him a bit of space, and I don't think he's got a lot of friends down here. So it's actually from a
that's-
genuine nice
oh,
place.
He's
yeah,
not so
great.
cool after all.
I told you.
Actually sounds like a bit of a fucking loser.
I told you. Woodford's changed me, Bron. I'm a new guy.
But do you guys feel like Woodford has changed you? Because I know that Brett has come back a different man. Oliver
Yeah,
Clark, have you come
Well, it's
back?
only because I've started being sober again.
Yeah, he's come
Probably
down.
a bit of that as well. Yeah, definitely in some ways. I think that the cynicism has gone a bit, which is nice.
Sure.
Just, it's going to be one of those years
Yes.
where I'm lifting everyone up. You know,
Nice.
I'm
Oh,
not
I
a
like
big,
that.
I'm not a big bitch anyway. I don't like to bitch, but sometimes you do, and you
Yeah.
got to get a good one off your chest. But it's just about lifting people up. There's room
Nice.
for everyone. Even if they're,
That's good.
even
That's
if,
good.
you know, as comedians, you go, oh, that person's treading on my ground or whatever. No, there's plenty of room.
No
And you
one
do it
would have-
differently anyway.
Yeah,
you know
but
what I
no
mean?
one treads on your ground, do they?
Yeah, well, maybe some people. But,
I know what you meant about the negativity thing, like, because we're in
Yeah.
comics, we just naturally just keep shitting on each other, and you're like, there's certain people who trigger
Yeah.
you off or whatever, and you get stuck in a black hole.
Yeah.
I've tried to step away from some of those people, and I've had a better year
Yes.
being more positive, because
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
like, I don't want to. I fucking love you.
Yeah.
I love my peers. Yeah, there's some comics that piss me off, but they're not really in my wheelhouse anyway. So
Yeah.
what do I
Yeah.
care?
Doesn't matter.
I'm just over here doing my own thing, and I've I don't know. I've tried to be more positive.
Yeah, it's my
Right.
goal this year too. And catch me out when I'm being a fucking mole.
I
Just
like
be like,
it.
why are you doing that? I thought you said, put your hand down, Brett. I'll fucking kill you. So
I saw it. I saw
hey,
it.
Hey, put your fucking
She's doing it
hand
again.
down.
Hey,
Put
stop
your-
it.
Mom, Bron's doing it.
My manager said to me, this is at the start of the year, I've got the best manager in the whole world. Her name
Yeah.
is Beck Sutherland.
Right,
You'd know
yes,
him.
I know
She
her.
is the best.
Her
She's
partner's
just like-
a very good bloke as well. They're the
Yeah.
double. I love them both.
Oh, I don't know Sean very well, but he's
so funny and nice.
So anyway, she's just
So
one
it's
of
a
those
very
people.
surface level relationship.
Yes,
Right.
it is.
It's all business, baby.
Bron wants to make out with her manager.
Oh, she's got
She
a,
lives,
got a
she
husband?
lives in
Oh.
paradise. I know she lives in paradise. Anyway, I live here around here. Yuck. But anyway, she
Imagine having $1 million house. Yeah. 3 beautiful kids.
Yuck.
No, it's not, but what I was saying is Beck is one of those managers who's she just knows everything. You would know she knows absolutely everything about everything. She knows what's happening.
A
She knows what's
know-it-all?
been, but in a good way.
In a good way. No,
Like a
that's right.
genuine
Yeah.
know-it-all.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
one of the, not one that you go, oh, okay, but you know. Like
She texted me the other day and
and
said, Brett, have you got diarrhea? And I said, yes,
yes.
I do. I was like, how did she know?
I
She
told her.
knows.
I
Oh,
told
you
her.
told her.
Yeah.
So, but she
It's all
said
over
to
your
me,
face.
It was on Instagram Stories Live. That's on me. I've got to be making content, Bron. I've told you about this. I'm the content guy now.
Not that much content.
Okay,
but
okay.
she sent me a message and said, Bron, the more, just so you know, the more successful that you become, the easier it is for people to say something nasty about you.
Yeah.
And I was like, what have you heard? And she was like, no. She was like, no.
It did imply that,
no,
didn't
nothing.
it?
I did,
Yeah.
yeah. She was
Straight
like,
away,
nothing.
who said something? Who?
I know.
What's her name? Who's talking?
But she was like, just so you know, that's just how comedy works. Is when someone starts to do better, other people go, why? And it's not about like why her. It's why not me. So
Yes.
I
What
think
it
in
is,
comedy
yeah.
and in a lot of workplaces, when someone starts doing better, people start to become really nasty and talk about them. So she was like, just be prepared. I was like, I don't hear anything. Nothing ever gets back to me because I don't hang out with anyone.
I'll call myself on it as well because sometimes I've seen the last maybe 6 months I've seen your fucking rise, which has been incredible. And sometimes when I saw your stories and you're selling out, I was like, fucking hell. What am I doing wrong? Or
Yeah,
and then I've
the
seen your
comparison
Instagram and I was
is-
comparing myself and I was like, I had to really go, hang on a sec, that's my best friend and she's doing fucking awesome.
Yes.
I'm so proud. Now when I go because we had a competition going, like we were versing each other on who's going to get the most Instagram followers and it was like, we're both
Really
on the
healthy.
30,000 and now you're like, over 130, you're over 100,000, but you've also ticked over past that. And I looked the other day and I was just proud.
Oh, that's nice.
Cheers.
And I didn't want to. Yeah, I'm proud. But it's the other.
Tim.
But it's the other way of reframing. Like, dude, I want you
Yeah.
to be successful.
That's-
I want you to sell out. I
Thanks.
want you to have everything.
Yeah, I think
want
it's
all my
great.
friends to have that.
Because I was listening to a podcast and a woman was talking just about all that kind of neuroscience behind all that stuff. And it's that, where you go, the comparison is so
Yeah.
unhealthy because
Yeah.
it also means you're seeing a gap between what you're capable of getting.
Yeah.
Whereas if you go, I want that, it means you're then capable of getting it.
Yeah.
You know, so there's remove the jealousy and just go, no, I'm going to go for that as well. Like,
Yeah.
be
Why not
encouraging.
me?
Why
Yeah,
not me as well?
yeah.
Why not me?
There's
You know?
room, like you said, there's room for so many
There's
people.
room for so many.
One of the first things I did was like, I asked Bron, I was like, what did you do to get here? And then you're like, oh, what I did, I started doing this and this and this. I was like, instead of being jealous, I was like, I praised her and then I asked for advice.
Yeah,
That's
which
very
is what
funny.
Arnie did as well when he was getting ready for Mr. Olympic. He asked that because
Really?
apparently his stomach wasn't as good because they never trained it as hard.
Schwarzenegger, you're
Schwarzenegger,
talking
yes.
about.
That guy, Arnie.
Do the impression, Bron? How does it sound?
Yeah. Do it. That was
Go,
really
Bronny,
good.
go.
I thought he was here.
Go again. I couldn't understand who it was.
No, I wasn't doing it. I was just pronouncing his
Just say,
name
get
in a
into
very
it.
polite,
Bronny, get into the
Schwarzenegger.
chopper. Go.
No, what have you got in your bag, Oliver?
She's really diverting.
It's an Arnold
Embarrassing me in
Schwarzenegger
front of my
dog.
friend.
It's Arnie. He's in here. He's shrunk a lot.
So the Arnie abs as well.
Oh, yeah. So he then asked a guy, how does he get his abs looking? And then they trained together. He got the abs and he won world, Mr. World after that.
There
So
you
you
go.
just gotta inspire and ask
Yeah.
Yeah. I brought you gifts.
No,
Did
you
ya?
didn't.
Does anyone bring gifts for your podcast?
Never.
Never
no,
once.
two of our fans have. Like, we got
okay.
You got a hat that said Little Miss
Oh,
Cunt,
yeah.
and I got one that said Dickhead or something.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Great.
So I don't know if it were gifts.
Very representative of both of you.
I should
Much
pretty
like
rude.
my gifts. Calypso.
Wow,
That's a good one as
It's a
well.
good way.
It's perfect.
Look,
It
we're
looks
in the
fake.
summertime and it's the best time for stone fruits like this.
Given us Calypso mangoes and they
That's
look
right.
luscious. I
Are
cut up a mango
they-
and that was awful.
You put your fucking honker on that. That's not bad.
Ooh,
This is lovely.
that's
Thank
a ripe
you so
mango.
much. Now, this is because you work in the fruit industry, no?
Well, I do a dabble in there a little, but that's not from there. That's just because I
You went
saw
to the
them and I
shop.
thought of you two.
That's so
Oh,
nice.
that's so
That's
beautiful.
expensive.
And I don't know if Calypso is your choice of mango,
It
but
is.
I thought I did have a feeling. I reckon the Calypso is the way to go.
You're a
This
bit
is
on
so
my
nice.
Instagram live
Thank
again. I've been
you.
talking about Calypso and diarrhea a lot. No.
Oh my God.
Found the
Thank you.
source.
That's so
Thank you
beautiful.
so much, Oliver.
You're welcome.
But I wanted to quickly go back to the festival and how it was like the positivity or whatever of
Yeah.
it, because it was so different, a different experience. But I walked out thinking that everyone would hate me, and my opening, I had to do 20 minutes the first night, and when we got there, Harley's like, it was 2:00, and he goes, oh, do you want a beer? And I said, dude, I got a show at 9. You're running it. I don't think it's a good idea to give me a beer because once it's on, it's on. And he goes, gave me a beer. I was like,
Yeah. Also, who were you talking to? Harley Breen.
Yeah,
the
I know, two of
thirstiest
the-
guy in the whole
First
world.
just go. I got there at like 10 in the morning. I put it on Harley. Straight off. Hey, all right, we're on.
it was two thirsty boys hanging out. We got
Yeah.
along very well.
Yeah.
But the time we got to the 9:00 show, I was like, fuck, I didn't know what to expect. I was so fucking scared. Everyone was doing so well. I was like, they're going to hate me. I had a really bad time at Nimbin Mardi Gras. They fucking hated me there.
When was that?
That was like 7 years ago.
Oh, that's torture. Well, that's a scar.
Yeah, they moved me from
Yeah.
headline to 5-minute opener.
After the
how-
first night.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so-
that's hard.
Who'd they replace you with?
A guy who was reading poems.
Boy.
Fuck, that's
Yeah,
so
that's not-
He's also a
Nice.
very good comedian. I'm so sorry, Marty Bright. I didn't mean to shit on you. He's actually an incredible comedian who's way better
Right,
suited for
yeah.
that festival than me. But when I do
Yes.
it, I make it funny. So it's like some cunt reading a poem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But so I walk out to the stage and I was like, fuck it, I've just got to do me and I'll roast them and see if they like it. And I walked out and I think my opening line was like, man, I rocked up to this festival and I brought merch, which is me on a dirt bike doing a wheelie. And then when I got here, I was like, fuck, I've brought the wrong merch. What I should have brought is crochet tampons.
Yeah.
And they loved it?
And I just was like, 1, 2. You're like, we would have loved crochet tampons.
So funny.
And I was like, I didn't know. I thought I was going to be
Thank
in a
God,
battle.
yeah.
And then I was like, oh, these guys are fun. And then
Yeah.
I just fucked around.
They
And then
were
I was like-
weirdly fun.
They were weirdly fun.
You think they're going to be a bit judgy about anything that's a bit
Bit
wrong
sensitive?
or whatever. Yeah,
Yeah.
sensitive, yeah. But no, absolutely not.
No,
Yeah.
they're like, everyone do your thing.
Right.
Let's have a great time. And that never changed throughout the festival. And everyone was so nice and wholesome. And, like people walking past, like, oh, you want a chip? And like, just...
Yeah, weird, right?
Too nice.
Unusual. Yeah, like it's so unusual in the world
Yeah.
we work in.
Yes.
People are that nice.
Yeah, so much positivity coming at you.
Yeah.
And I had a lot of edibles one night, and I went home because people were being too nice to me. I couldn't deal with it. I was so high, and people were coming up, looking at me in the eye, and I was like having a panic attack, and they're like, "We really love to show." I'm like, "I gotta go.
I get it. I hate when if I overshare in a show, which sometimes will happen. Like at my show last year, the year before, like not last year. My show was about teaching. Year before that was a show where I went mad after having babies.
Is that the one you writing the book about now as well?
I wrote a book about, comes out in February.
I'm very excited. Getting it on audio.
But I had, at the end of the show, I would say, because Ben Lomas told me this, he was like, when people leave, you just say thanks for coming. And because the room that I was in was so small and there was no backstage, so I was like, okay, I'll just stand at the door. So I was like, thanks. And then some people would just hold on to me for a while, and they'd, I've obviously hidden it. They're like, oh, I also went through something hard, and I'm like, oh, okay, I'm sorry. But because it was such a quick turnaround, I always went over. I was like, oh, it's so nice. Sorry, the next people are just trying to come in. You just
tell someone that cares. Keep moving, sister.
Dry your eyes off, you sooty lala.
I had to but if there was time, like if I had to like hang out with them after at a bar,
right,
it'd be too much
for me. Too much.
I'd be like, oh look, I love that you can that this hit something for you.
Yeah.
I love that you feel like we can connect. But I've finished sharing.
Yeah. That's what the show is. We're done.
Yeah,
and I've got to do it again tomorrow night. It's a lot of emotional input.
So you would have. I get why you had to leave.
Yeah, it was only on one particular, but also it was the amount of edibles I had.
He had too many Calypso mangoes.
Classic
Bready over here. Too many mango.
Mangoes.
Beer. I was at the right amount of high, but people walk past, and this is not me going, look at these people saying nice things. It was just such nice people that they were just inclined to be that positive.
Yeah.
Like walking past, loved your show, like great, but it was people just like stopping you and then explaining for 5 minutes why they liked it.
And
I'm like,
that's too much.
It is, but how nice.
It's
nice.
Insane.
It changed me. I couldn't bully.
Yeah.
I mean, I still did after a couple of shows. But
this is fame.
This is fame. You're gonna.
He's growing big. This is going to be his year, I reckon, 2026.
Yes.
You two are just kicking goals, which I love to see.
Must
so
be
nice.
Mate, we're all kicking goals because you're finally on this fucking TV show, which I'm so excited about.
Nice. And it's such a nice vehicle for me because I get to be funny and sing. It's like great.
Is this Sam Pang?
Yeah, it's really
tell
nice.
Tell us about this. How did this all come about? Because as soon as I saw it, I was like, I couldn't fit a more perfect person for a shot.
Yeah. So Sam. I've known Sam for a while, and he saw me do a bit. Like I've not known him close at all. I just kind of see him probably every 4 years or something, probably for the last 12 years or whatever. But he saw me do this baguette bit on stage once.
Oh, I love the baguette bit.
He's not forgotten that. He's like, I walked in, I couldn't believe what I was seeing, and he loved it so much. It was really nice. And
Are you playing a baguette like a saxophone?
I'm playing a baguette like a saxophone. Incredible. Then it's got a punchline,
Doesn't need one. It's
the
already
role
got
I was
one.
born to play, and then that's it. Baguette about it, that kind of
very
cheesy shit, right?
I love it.
Every time.
And so, but then. Yeah, so he started up his Tonight Show, and then our wonderful friend Mike Goldstein, who is a writer, producer on there, he tried to get me in with it. I didn't say a thing. He was so lovely and just, thought of an idea and went, oh, OC will be great for this.
Yeah.
And then we pitched it, or he pitched it to Sam, and then was like, okay, great. We wrote up the sketch. I went in, did I guess you'd call it an audition. It wasn't really. It was just like, let's see how this goes.
Sure.
And just, went pretty hard, and it was nice, Sam was laughing, it was all good, and we're like, oh, this feels good, I think this is over the line.
Yep.
And then that was it, so
what are you doing that every week?
No, every other week it was going.
Great.
I think every week would be a bit too overkill for the bit,
sure,
which is absolutely right, so we do it every other week, and it worked really well.
So good.
Yeah, very happy.
Man, I was so excited to see you on TV because obviously, I've said it 1,000 times, but massive fan, always have the best time. If he thinks of the baguette one, I always think because you always use a variety of different things to wipe your forebrow, but one venue you grabbed the Venetian blinds and started doing your forehead with it, and I've never forgotten that moment. It was like 9 years ago, and it was still fun.
I think I remember. You just reminded me. I don't think I've ever done it outside of that bit.
Yeah.
But that would have been the ladies' lounge at the Forum.
I think it was gin. It was the gin bar.
Oh, it was the gin bar.
Gin bar downstairs.
That's right.
I can't remember.
I think it was the something. The swamp room or something.
Swamp room and the gin bar.
Yeah, Gin Palace.
Gin Palace.
Yeah.
And it was me and Greg Larson were in the show just. And there was a few other people, but it was like I still remember that.
I think I was using because I use a sock to just a sports sock. And this is worn as well. Look at that. I've actually worn that. But I'll mop the brow.
You got pickleball after this. You're ready to go.
Yeah, I'm ready to go. And I say, it's just a sports sock. Right. Anyway, but then I think I just kept using everything else to mop my brow and the curtain. And then I think I used someone's face at one point. Just to mop my
you were
brow.
like,
Well, that's the silly stuff. I love
the silly
stuff.
shit is so funny because
stuff.
I'm not necessarily full of punchlines. It's all about delivery because I think that's just what characters do, right? It's all about if you get in the world of the character, you get such a guttural laugh if you get it. If you get the thing they're doing, like, and it's just, I love that laugh.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm shooting for. Anyway, but silly is good.
Well, silly is good, and that is so. Brett was nominated for the best show of the year, or whatever it was last year at the festival.
cheers.
But cheers, guys, cheers. It was, but he did not win. But the person who did win was so silly. Gary Starr.
Yes,
And
yes,
I was
yes.
in his show, and this is, I went and saw his show in Adelaide,
Right.
and I just. We were watching the audience. Everyone's holding on to each other, doubled over laughing, and he's just doing like a silly bum joke,
Right.
or a silly willy joke, or like he just it's just
a look or
like
something.
a pun
Yeah.
that you like would just tickles the part of you
Yeah.
that you're like there's a child like in you still, and I think that's what your comedy is. There's
Yeah.
people people can't control themselves because you take away everything serious and
Yeah.
you pop it in the bin, and you're just a silly man in a 3-piece velvet suit, and
That's
it's
right.
amazing.
Doing what he loves.
What he
And I can't
loves.
stop it. But the silly little puns, if a regular stand-up was doing it, it'd be hack or whatever. But because it's like
Yes.
it's done such tongue-in-cheek,
Yeah.
and you know it's shit.
Yeah.
But I'm giving it everything like it's the best gag in the world, you know.
That's what
Yeah,
I want,
it's
though.
the best.
Yeah, so
Now, to go behind the curtain a bit, because we obviously, you are Oliver Clark, the beautiful singer, but you've had many jobs before
True.
as just our mate Oliver.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So what is your working history? What is the worst job you have ever had? And don't say working with me at Man with a Van.
Oh, there was a man with van out the front of your house.
No,
Did
it
you
was little
notice?
red
Little
trucks.
red
We-
trucks.
Oh, same thing.
We both spotted it,
Yeah.
and we were like, we wouldn't hire Man with
Nah.
a. We would go little red trucks or friendly movers or
They're probably a bit cheaper as well.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
okay.
My worst job was actually my second job,
Okay.
where I was working in Safeway, which is now
Oh,
Woodward.
yes.
But
Yeah,
it was
vintage.
Safeway back
Is
then.
Safeway is it country towns Safeway or it was
It was Safeway here when I
Yeah.
moved here in 2000 and what was that? 2005
It
or
would-
something like that. It was
Okay.
still
And then it
Safeway.
transitioned, I guess, after
so it's
that.
been Safeway. It's been Woolworths for about 20 years.
It's something weird in New Zealand as well. I don't know what I remember. It's
Right.
called like collections or some shit.
It was a different country.
Yeah.
Got
Well,
different
no, it's
things.
But then
Same
America's got Safeway.
Countdown. It's
Oh,
called
did they?
Countdown in New Zealand.
New Zealand. What
Countdown.
the fuck's
Yeah, that's why I
going
think
on
it's
over
like fucking
there?
that music show.
Yeah, I
Countdown.
know,
Where was
that's
Molly Meldrum fucking at the
Let's
checkout or
crank
whatever?
the music in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're
Molly's
singing in there?
Molly's at the chair.
Molly's in there. He's on a ladder. He's falling off again.
Oh,
Ah, he's fine. He's a
he still
millionaire.
alive?
Fuck
Oh,
off.
he sell
he right?
Band-Aids. He's fine.
is he?
What? No, so what? Is he
There's
still
Band-Aids.
alive?
He's fine. Did you say he's
Oh,
alive?
I thought you said he's selling Band-Aids. I was
Yeah,
like, good
well-
on him. Everyone has to come back.
What a great thing
Somewhere.
to sell. What a niche.
Yeah, he's still alive. His house is
Yeah.
still there with all that fucking shit on the front.
Yeah, the Storm paraphernalia.
Yeah,
It used
he's
to be
got-
St Kilda, didn't it?
Yeah, he's got St Kilda and he's got Melbourne's Storm.
Yeah.
He's got
He used to have the house that had Pamela Anderson on the front of it,
No,
or was that
that's
who was that? Was that a footy
Sam
player? Newman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that checks out.
Still exists though. I
That-
drove past it.
but it's all peeling
pale.
off.
Yeah,
I
it's-
don't what just
I
take
might
it
just take it
off.
off. It's
Come
gross.
on.
It's gross.
Come on. It's in St Kilda, a house there. I guess the garage door is the main feature of the front of the house, and it was for ages. It was just like a mural of Pamela Anderson.
Dude, you're fucking 90.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it
Are
was.
you
I
still,
think it
are
was
you
like
still
30
that
years
horny
ago.
at 90?
It was in the 90s, I think he put it up.
Oh.
Yeah.
So he
it
was
a long time
70?
ago.
Yes, that's right. That's right.
I've also put my own glory hole into the door. You're like, okay, mate, wrap it up, Sam.
So Safeway's the worst job you've ever had.
Yeah, because I got put straight into meat room cleanup.
Yuck.
That's
yeah,
bad.
like it was the most revolting thing
It
ever.
stinks, dude.
It fucking stinks. But weirdly, and I don't know why they had this floor of choice, but it was like concrete.
Carpet? Shag carpet from the 70s?
A real big shag.
There's a disco ball in there? Fucking how do you clean this? It's got nits in it like Bron's kids.
It wasn't that much better. It was like this concrete with like real gritty stuff.
Yeah.
So like meat would just grab onto it. Like and so I had the pleasure of having to hose this down at the end of each thing. It was just eyeballs and shit just going everywhere. It was splashing back. It was just
It's
the
like that
most...
sandpaper so you don't slip
Almost
stuff.
like the pool concrete, the old school pool where you'd graze your face if you went down too hard.
We've all grazed our face from going down too hard. Am I right, boys? Am I right? And sisters out there.
I don't know what he's talking about.
I don't know. Just let him keep going for ages. He's got diarrhea.
Stare
you
at
never
the
know.
calypso.
And so, that's the worst one. And it was just meeting the bell. But luckily, I got moved out of there after 2 weeks.
Why? Because you weren't doing a very good job.
Well, I never do, but... I've got a saying when it comes to...
You were playing the stakes like the baguette?
When it comes to these menial jobs, I've got a credo, which is just enough is good enough.
That is in those jobs.
In those jobs. Because why go above and beyond? It doesn't get recognised.
No.
And you only exhaust yourself. And when you've got creative stuff to do, it takes away from that. They're not paying me enough to go above. Anyway.
You're so right. You were
but
so
I'm not
right.
that arrogant either. I'm just like, it just, didn't require too much. Anyway.
Yeah.
So maybe it was someone new. It's everyone's first job there. Maybe.
Yeah.
So maybe you are promoted.
It was the position they had available when I applied. Because I went and go, do you have any jobs?
And they looked at you and they go, this guy knows how to pack meat.
He knows how
Get
to
him in
hose meat bits up.
He can hold that hose all right. And so, luckily though, there was a guy, the trolley collector from outside.
Yes.
Now this was in Eltham, if you know Eltham.
Okay.
It was on a
Familiar.
bit of a hill, all the trolleys were on a hill, a lot of traffic going. This kid was deaf.
Jesus.
Right?
I don't mean to laugh at a disability, but I can see how this is a very bad idea.
Yeah,
I did
why
not
he
see
was
it
out there
coming.
to begin with
Yeah.
was beyond me, and so we
Well, they
just
tried to call him back in. He had no idea.
he was still out there at 2 a.m. just pushing.
Your shift's over, Steve.
He's not blind. You can tell the time, you idiots.
Well, it doesn't work for the joke if I do it that way, does it, Bronny?
And so we swapped out, and he moved in there, and then I started.
You went from the meat room to the trolley guy.
trolley guy,
Oh, that's
which-
definitely a demotion.
Yeah, see, you see that, but no, I was out in the air. I was out in the open.
On a hill
and I
with
don't
trolleys.
see these
those
ham
pins.
hocks.
Yes, I do
Right,
see your
these
glorious
thick
legs.
thighs. A result of pushing those trolleys up that hill. I
Yeah.
just, you get these, you gamify everything. You start going, how many can I do? I was like a rugby player in a scrum, just pushing these things up.
Yep.
I'd get to the top, just dripping with sweat in my white shirt and my black pants.
All these old
I love
ladies
that
in
you had to wear
Eltham are like,
slacks still.
fucking hell.
Slacks.
Yeah, that's such an old school
this
thing
is not
to
a
do.
corporate job. Who do I need to impress here? Just give me some shorts.
You're in full fucking suit pushing trolleys in Eltham. Things have gone bad, guys.
How many trolleys could you get up the hill?
I think I got 12 at one
Wow.
point.
That is
It's quite a steep
amazing.
incline.
Yeah, and
one
also
time
they're
I
heavy.
almost lost it. Yeah.
Because it would just go straight into traffic.
Well, I'd almost like it to push me down. I was like, oh.
Is that what happened to the deaf kid? He's like, this is a trolley going into the traffic. Probably like, didn't know. And you're like, oh, I have to take over.
Oh, so he went into the meat room.
He went into the meat room.
You don't have to hear anything there. You hear the sound
No,
of the lambs
sound of
getting
meat.
slaughtered.
Oh.
Can't hear anything. Quite a relaxing job in there.
Nice.
Yeah.
Wow, how peaceful. How serene. And there's just all this death. Anyway,
Man,
that
what
was...
I just thought I had a nice little moment. I was like, man, imagine being deaf. That would be kind of cool. Just not
I
listening to
couldn't,
anyone.
I couldn't cope. Oh, but music, come on.
And was
yeah.
this before we had to put $1 in to get the trolleys?
Yeah.
So
yeah,
just
yeah.
okay,
They're free.
so free.
So people
okay, so
use
you
them.
weren't getting any dollar.
No.
Now this might only
imagine that tips.
specifically go to your genre. Are you chain or you hockey strap?
I think back then there was Ocky strap,
Yeah.
but it was pretty lethal.
Yeah,
Pretty
that's
lethal.
why they got rid of the
terrifying.
hockey.
Don't they
Yeah.
take
Yeah,
the
'cause,
guys
Man,
out?
you
Yeah.
see guys with like 20 trolleys just doing one
Oh,
hockey strap.
dude, it freaks me. Yeah.
I've seen someone like it hit someone in the eye in
It's
front
gone.
of me.
The eye's
It was
gone.
awful.
That's awful.
Your eye's gone.
Their eye's
But
gone. It's forget about it.
It was a gaffer I hate. Fuck you,
Oh,
Steve
yeah.
Price. Once again.
Oh wow, he does that every episode as well.
Yeah,
Fuck
yeah.
you, Steve
Every now and
Price.
then.
Oh, nice. I
Man,
like that.
man, I shit on this my
He
old
sounds
boss.
like a real asshole.
Yeah.
He deserves it.
I shit on one of my old bosses from years ago, multiple of them,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I've never had just more random people coming up to me who are big in the film industry going, man, I love that thing when you said you were hiding Steve Price's diabetic medication. He's a cunt, and they just walk off.
Yeah, by the way, that's what he did.
That's
I
That's
know.
what he did. It's a
I
year-
didn't
it's
hide. I
different
just
this year.
moved
I
it.
love a good
He's-
practical gag.
Yeah, it's
He went to Woodford.
death.
He wouldn't do it again. He's been to Woodford. It's
Yeah.
different. He's different.
No,
now.
even after Woodford, I'd still do it.
Still
Oh,
do
okay,
it.
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
Changing that much.
I use his full name as well.
That's so funny.
So great. I hate you.
Yeah, you're allowed to, I reckon, have 2 hates in your life.
Yes.
People you hate, I reckon.
Yeah.
Okay.
After that, No, not you, of course. Come on.
No, I'm thinking of my hates.
God,
As
I
if
thought you were turning like I was, like you were one of mine.
Hates? I'm right here, mate. I'm right here.
But I don't have an ex-boss I hate. I don't. There's been some I don't really get along with, but it's like it's not. There hasn't been a visceral hate because, as I said, just enough is good enough. I wasn't committed. I wasn't emotionally involved.
So with this, I guess, lackluster approach you have towards jobs that don't mean anything to you, and I say that as a compliment. Why would you give something to something you don't care about? It's fine.
I still respect.
Yeah,
but
great.
I just don't have to.
Why
give
would you do 110%
No.
on a minimum wage job?
Yeah.
What 60%'s fine.
Especially because you've got to be awake till 12 a.m. to
12
do
a.m.
your
to do a
actual
show.
job that you love
I
so
know
much.
so much.
So did you, I would assume you've been fired from a job before. Is that not something?
No.
You've never been fired?
No.
I can't imagine it. No way.
No, I reckon no, I haven't.
Wow.
I've quit, obviously. The very first job I had, I quit, and it was the biggest hiring and quitting ever.
God,
okay, so my dad
love
kind
this.
of organised this for me, this interview, with a pizza shop.
Are you
dish
14, 9
pig.
months? How old are
I'm
you?
14, 9 months. Whatever, you know,
I
the
was like,
minimum, right?
I
Yes.
was thinking you were 30, like my dad. I was like, what, a Fortune 500? Get this. Pizza shop, dish pig. I'm like,
2
you
years
needed
ago.
your dad involved on that? How simple were you?
So he found this job, so I went for it, and it was like a 40-degree day. I'm in this pizza shop. It is so hot out back, and I'm just dripping sweat, looking at them. Oh, you got to do this, you got to do that. I'm like, yeah, okay. A couple of days later, I get a phone call from them. Now, there's back in the day when we still had a tethered phone, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I pick up the phone. Dad's sitting on the couch not far away. It's the pizza shop going, hey, we'd love to offer you the role of dish pig. I'm like, oh, hey, that's great. Yeah, I'll take it. And then and they start going on, and Dad's there going, thumbs up.
We did it.
And then he keeps talking. The guy keeps talking in my head going, I don't want to do this. And so then I go, hey, look, thank you so much for the offer, but I don't think I'm going to take it. Bye-bye. And my dad's face just fucking dropped hard. He didn't know what to do.
He moved mountains for that.
But you know what?
I mean, he walked 10 minutes to the shops and asked him.
I'm a man who knows what he wants. And I did not want that.
No.
And so I just said no. So that was within a 3-minute.
So do you consider that your first job?
Well, no, I
didn't-
guess I got offered the job.
Okay, yes.
And then
as a prospect.
and then
Instantly
I
quit.
accepted. So technically, I would say I was hired.
Yes. For
And then
mere
for 3 minutes, and then I quit. You can take your stinking job. I quit.
It's not even like we can't even get angry at this guy because we don't even know what he looks like.
Have you done a trial?
I'd
tried?
gone in there.
No.
Oh, maybe I had sort of got the hands wet and whatever, but
Did you get paid? I wonder if I do.
didn't get paid for that trial.
Okay, all right. So you're always amazed when people
I
don't pay
agree.
people a
Isn't
trial.
that
I worked on Ackland Street when I first moved to Melbourne, Ackland Street in St Kilda,
Mm-hmm.
at this cafe run by absolute crooks, and they were just awful. It's
I
awful
think
family.
I know who they are because I think
Really?
I knew someone who did the same thing, and they're
Oh.
renowned for it.
Oh well, actually, I think there's probably a few people
Few.
on, but it was called Great Flavors or Good Flavors or something like that, like something creative like that. Anyway, they would every weekend, Saturday and Sunday, they would because there's so many backpackers around.
Oh, this is
The
awful.
backpacker, they'd get a backpacker
Yeah.
in at like 7 in the morning,
Oh my God.
and they'd work till 4 or 5 p.m. And they would be running. They'd be sweat it was so busy,
Gross.
running, and be like they would have all the shit jobs. Can you wash up? Can you do this? Can you do that? And at the end of the shift, they'd be like, okay, so do you mean tomorrow? And they go, not tomorrow, but probably next weekend. We've got your number. We'll call you. And then they wouldn't.
That's awful.
And then they'd come. It would be so shit for me because I'd just be a worker there. They'd come in during the week. And they'd go, hey, so I haven't heard from anyone.
Yeah.
Do I at least get paid for that day? I go, sorry, I don't know. I have no idea. And the owners would be like hiding behind the
that's
counter.
awful.
What a life to
Scum.
live.
I know.
But also-
hiding, being in fear of. Oh, that's
Yeah,
shit.
they would like see him come in and then they like
But
scurry away.
A, that gives you anxiety, and B, what would it cost you to pay a backpacker? I'm assuming when you like
yeah.
$80 back
Oh,
in the day
totally.
or whatever. Who
Nothing.
cares?
Give them their night's bed. Like pay
Yeah.
for that night's bed
Yeah.
at the backpack.
We'll go,
Yeah.
or even go
Nothing.
look at the shifts like it's a trial. Here's $50 cash, and here's a nice meal at the end of the shift, or 2 meals,
Yeah.
or something like that. Or
Yes, a bit of food. Did you get food?
Oh, we had to pay for it. I would.
I
yeah,
hate
we
that
had
at
to pay.
restaurants.
It was just the shittest place I've ever. One of the shittest places I've ever worked.
Good
It was run by a
food.
couple called Lee and Leah, and they were just awful. He would have. They were awful. She was just like really bitchy and angry, and just had like a face like a slapped ass with a hole to shift. And Lee
Did you say with a hole to give? Oh, I said he just slapped us a hole to give. I was like, I laughed and I got horny.
No, face like a slapped ass for the whole shift, and then
whole
and
shift.
Lee would he'd make coffees, and he would just be like insist that he was the only one who knew how to make coffees, and no one else knew how to make coffees, and then if someone
International
like
roast, 2
for
kilos, I
fuck's
got
sake,
it up again.
You can't. No one else can press this button on this espresso.
It's a pod machine, is it?
And
Like-
there was a tip jar, and it would like slowly fill up. It would not a lot,
Yeah.
but at the end of the week it was like full.
Oh.
And I'd be like, great, that'd be lovely to get some of that, and then it would be all gone. And I worked there for a few months. After a few weeks, I was like, so where do these tips go? Like I just because like sometimes I'd give they go, no, you have this, and then I would just put it in the tip jar, and then they would drain, and I'd said, where's the tips go? And he goes, that's for my cigarettes, because do you know how stressful this job is? He goes, when you know how stressful it is to run a cafe, you can have some money. And I said, I just thought that they were for everyone.
Yeah.
And he went, so upset he has it. And then he took the tip jar and it goes, no tips for anyone then. And it, like yelled it at me like I was,
no one was getting
yeah.
any.
I was like, I don't care. I don't get them anyway.
We never got it
Fucking
before.
idiot.
Like, how does that hurt you?
Yeah, yeah. I was like, wow.
Excuse me, you know anything you don't get? Well, you're not getting it again.
I love that. I actually like the way that guy operates. That's very funny.
I've turned a full 360 on this guy.
Oh, no tips.
Also, I love the fact you're like, he goes, the stress. You know what helps stress notoriously? Heaps of nicotine.
Yeah. Oh, he was just such an awful man. And when I couldn't wait to quit, I could not wait.
Did you steal something on the way out?
No, I didn't. But when I quit, they were like, good. Actually, we were going to ask you to leave anyway. So I was like,
boy.
no, you fucking weren't.
What is this, year 12?
They were awful. Just like a family. It was just
Oh, gross.
nasty little, and that's all they ever did.
Are they still there?
So
A
it
bunch
was-
of nasty
Nah.
pasties.
Yes, they were.
Yuck.
Fuck those guys.
Oh, we got to chat about this as well. But yeah, fuck them.
Yeah,
Fuck
thanks.
them.
Fuck
Yeah.
them.
I'll never eat there again.
You'll never what? Eat there again. I've never eaten there before. And I will never eat there
I'm going
again.
to go in and give him some of his own medicine. I'm never going to eat here again. You've never eaten here. I know.
It's new owners and they're Vietnamese. They're like,
Yeah,
what?
it's a sushi bar now.
This is a banh mi place. I've never.
Yeah, they are gone. But if they are listening, fuck you, Lee and Leah.
Lee and
Man,
Leah.
if they're still there, should we run
They're
down
not
and?
still there. Nothing
Nah,
ever
let's
survives
find their
there.
house.
They're divorced as well. There's no way
Yeah.
that's staying together.
Oh yeah.
I think, I don't know for sure. I think because there was a police officer would come in quite often. I'd just like to eat there. And I think she had an affair with him. I hope so anyway.
can
Man in
Spreading that
uniform,
rumour.
Oliver.
No, okay.
Spreading the
That's
rumour.
why I wear it.
Yeah, actually, I wish the police wore this.
I know.
You look incredible.
Hey, stop.
For those
You're
who are,
under arrest.
for those who are just listening, Oliver Clark is wearing a three-piece suit,
Yes.
crushed velvet,
Yeah,
Crushed
blue,
velvet.
electric blue,
Yeah.
and a bow tie. What do you call that bow tie?
This
it's a bit
is
extra.
it's a vintage velvet bow tie.
Yes, but
But
it's
also
like
it's
longer.
40-degree day today.
And doesn't matter.
a three-piece suit
You
was
look-
not the best choice.
But you look so comfortable.
yeah, it is actually good. You got the aircon.
Yes, we
It was
do.
very nice.
He's like, I put in the suit and I was like,
Bang. No, it was already cold in here. I
was
clocked it.
cold.
It was very nice.
So you've never been fined. That's thrown me. But
Yeah.
also, how good for you? Have you? Have you had a bad gig? So we always ask people what their
Yeah.
the worst gig they've ever had.
I've had heaps, obviously, like where they're just terrible. But
But I feel like some people's worst gigs are like it could be like a corporate where they weren't really watching,
Yeah.
or it could be like it was completely silent, or it could be people were talking too much. Like everyone has a different version of a worst
of what
gig.
a worst gig is.
Like
yeah.
Beck Charlwood, we had her on once, and her gig has been scratched into my memory forever. Where she was performing at a Adelaide music festival to like 20,000 people. Yeah, 20,000 people, and she was just hosting, bringing out the bands, and she said that for some reason, the audience just had decided they hated her straight away.
Oh wow.
Which is weird because she's like young and fun, and why would you hate her? But they started to like boo her after a while. Like she'd come out and they'd kind of boo her, and she was like, I don't really understand what's going on. I don't understand. And then a young person like ran up with her phone, and she was like, oh my God, because it was sweltering. She thought that something bad had happened, and so she had to get on her hands and knees and crawl to the front of the stage, and the girl was like reaching out, like so much effort. And Beck read the phone into the microphone. She said, go kill yourself. And then the whole 20,000 people cheered.
Oh, okay. That's.
And then she didn't even get to the end because the organizer came over and said, you just go. They were kind of worried like what the audience was going to do to her.
A mob.
Like, yes. So she's got a real, like that is a bad
That's emotionally
gig.
scaring like your one.
Yeah.
So everyone, so what is it? Obviously, you've got a different version of a worst gig. What is a gig that makes you feel, like you look back and go, oh.
Yeah, there's two versions of a bad gig. So
Yes.
the first one is I was in Vegas. Nodding.
Upon reflection, probably should have chosen a different example. And
Is that good?
Yeah, then they all laughed. It actually made,
They're
but I
on
had to
board?
acknowledge it. They were fine. Yeah.
If you need to talk to someone, call Lifeline.
I mean, I wouldn't. I'd just kill myself.
It's quicker and easier. And if I were to kill myself, how would I do it, guys? You would know.
Need some tips.
Which way across? Is it across the vein or up? It's up. Anyway, bye.
Long.
It's along the vein.
Oh, Jesus.
But thank you very much for your time, Oliver Clark. Where can
Great.
people find you on social media?
Yep, the Oliver Clark on Instagram and socials. I think it's normally the Oliver Clark.
Yes.
I'm on the Spotify, on the Shazam, on the YouTube, on the iTunes Music. It's all original stuff. Have a listen. It's fun. It's just fun
please
music.
do yourself a favour. Right after this, go straight into listening to some of Oliver's songs.
I released a song just before Christmas called Swamp Ass.
Oh, yes. I have heard it. It's great. Sammy Peterson showed it to me.
Yeah,
It's
so
really great.
it's a nice dancey number, and it's full of like great innuendo and full of a lot of New Orleans type references and things.
Love
I
it.
love it because we all get the swamp ass.
We do.
And it's such a
Hey.
great phrase that I'm turning this into a song.
Fantastic.
I love the word.
Anyway, so that's released, and I'm loving that song a lot.
Great.
So, yeah.
Great. Also, if you see Oliver's around any festivals, make sure you go see him. Go check out his live stuff. It's absolutely incredible. Bron is on an Australian-wide tour, so jump to her website, check that out. Also, I'm doing a repeat of Little Turd, Australia-wide, more regional towns. There's like 20 shows. Go check that out. Jump on the website. If you're not on Patreon already, guys, jump on board. There's bonus content on there. Also, extended episodes, which is absolutely awesome. If you can't do that, because I know money's tight, but give us a follow on YouTube or share some content or let your friends know about the podcast. But I've been Brett Blake. It's been Oliver Clark. It's been Bron Lewis.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for joining us. We absolutely love
Thank
you guys.
you.
Thank you and goodbye.
Thank you, Oliver
Thank you.
Clark.
Thank you, Oliver. We love you
Hey,
so
that was
much.
fun. That was good.
I've been fired from a lot of places. I've been fired from so many places.
I went into the class one day, real bullets. Kill me.